Hello and welcome to another Intimate Moment with Maya. Today we'll be talking about stress and sex, particularly how to not let stress negatively impact our sex lives. And before I really get started here, I want to say that I'm not going to present any quick, easy fixes. If this was an easy thing to do, then most of you all would have not responded to my story saying that stress does impact your sex life. However, that is what happened. So just because this might be challenging doesn't mean it's impossible. And that's actually where I come in. In this series of videos, I'm going to present you with tips and tricks, give you resources and tools to be able to aid you in your journey towards greater passion and eroticism and desire in your lives. So let's get started. So today I'm going to be talking about scheduling sexual moments with yourself or with a partner. So I know some of you may be off-put by this idea, and I get it. There's this notion that sex has to be spontaneous, and if it's not spontaneous, it's not going to feel natural and organic, and if it's not organic, then it's not going to end up being fun and pleasurable. But I also have been learning through some of the research I've been doing that some couples cling so hard to this notion that sex must be spontaneous that they end up not having sex at all. And that's where scheduling sex comes in. So the usefulness of scheduling sex I see being two different reasons. The first is that it communicates to yourself and to your partner that you really prioritize connecting with your body or connecting with another person's body. So even though there's a lot going on and there's all these stressors in life, you are going to set aside this dedicated amount of time to connect with them in this way. But something else that I see scheduling sex doing, which perhaps is even more important, is that it creates the space for eroticism and passion to start emerging. So if you know that you're having sex later in the day, when you wake up that morning, perhaps you can start thinking about ways to foster that type of passion and energy. Perhaps you start sending your partner some suggestive text messages about things that you want to happen that night throughout the day. Or perhaps you take time to start thinking about fantasies of things that you've done before that you want to try again, or new things that you want to try that night. So the point is that scheduling sex can give you time to be intentional about creating the energy that you want to bring to your sex encounter later that night. Now there are limitations to scheduling sex. What happens if you don't really feel compelled to be flirtatious throughout the day with your partner? What happens if when you get to the bedroom you just aren't feeling the spark, you're not feeling the desire, you're not feeling the passion? Should you kind of just push through and have the sex anyways, and maybe one of these weeks or one of these months the spark will arise? Well, I personally would not recommend that to be something that we aspire to in our sex lives. So what do we do then? How do we actually generate the desire to make a scheduled sexual moment passionate? I'm going to get into that in my next video. As always, I want to hear from you. Comment down below ways that you like to be flirtatious with other people or ways that you like people to be flirtatious with you. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to share this video with someone new so that we can bring more people into our Intimacy with Maya community. That's all I have for you today, and I will see you next week.